Hey, welcome back to Blueprints. It is the next day, it is day 19. And apparently something's new because this is certainly something. I did not expect it to start like this. As you can see, it's just like the regular recording stuff. I did not know what would happen after the finale that we had last time. We found the 10th rank and I was kind of overwhelmed. I have to admit, I wasn't really ready for the game to kind of end like that, right? Like I originally expected to start recording, would have to record like multiple episodes at once to kind of get back into it, reach the room and I'd probably find like a new key or anything like that. I was completely surprised by that, which is also why I had to kind of fumble around with like all my thoughts about the game. But obviously there's so many questions left and I finally have to answer them. Or like have to find an answer, it's probably the better way to put it. And apparently something has changed because we've had the info about a new day and also there's a new letter, it seems. Open only in the event of inheritance. There's a new stamp. Dear Baron, welcome to Mount Holly, your home. I still remember the first time I was addressed by my title. I was quite a bit older than you, but it still felt strange, especially after a lifetime of hearing my father addressed daily by that same title. But life is a journey of growth, growing up, growing older, growing wiser. And in our ease, growing into the Baron of Reddington. The Baron doesn't have to be a daunting figure. He could be quiet and unassuming, or loud, brash, and boisterous. He could be deceptive or trustworthy, humble or boastful, or any measure of other things, but always clever. When I inherited Mount Holly, I never had to prove myself. They just gave me the keys and left it at that. It felt too easy, too trivial, and very undeserved. Experience comes with time, but without validation, I spent the better part of my youth questioning myself. And as I grew older, that lack of conviction and aimlessness amplified. I never really had any goals or objectives to strive toward. I never had any dreams to realize. I never set my sights on something beyond the horizon. I never had a room 46 to reach. And now that you have reached your goal and are basking in your well-deserved glory, And now that you have reached your goal and are basking in your well-deserved glory, shiny trophy in hand and showered with accolades and titles, will you be content to stop there? Or will you look to the horizon and wonder what dreams lie ahead? Oven Neverray? I have never heard that Oren Neverray? Anyway, Herbert as Sinclair. How nice. And I do agree. I love having goals to strive for and I wasn't quite sure how I would do this, I guess. I was actually surprised by that. I actually looked after the last recording when I was like thinking how to continue this playthrough. I looked into my Steam achievement and was like, isn't there like an achievement to completing the game? And apparently you get that once you start a new day and actually click on the trophy. The Inheritance Trophy in recognition of completing your bequest. You've been awarded the Inheritance Trophy for reaching room 46. Trophies earned will be permanently added to the trophy room. We have not found the trophy room yet, which is interesting. There's so many rooms I have not seen. I'm gonna go into the directory. Like, look at that. There are 4 missing on the first page, 3, so 7, 8. This one we had seen, but we can't see like that. We haven't even seen like the, I'm guessing, the Lordship's Chamber or whatever it's going to be called. The one that I'm guessing has the king figure in it. We are missing one hallway apparently. Green rooms, we found all of them. Cloister I kind of want to revisit again just because of there's like the statue and I still want to figure out what the statue is all about. I have only seen like half the shops. Seriously? Am I passing up shops that much? Red rooms we've all found. We've found like one floor plan that we've not even seen in the house yet, not even in the draft pool. Outer rooms, there's still the tomb that we've not met, or like, not met, that sounds weird, not actually picked. Exit. I mean, I'm guessing the exit is just exiting. No, but seriously. There were also some messages that I'm not too fond of that we had, you know, we'd gotten via Alazar. I don't know if this is the gate that was opened. I am actually still quite confused, and obviously since I had not had the chance to edit the last episode yet, I only like briefly rewatched that scene, and I am just so dumbfounded by it. Well, Alazar has definitely confused me constantly. Okay, here's the thing. I'm going to take the trading house again. I don't care about the shrine stuff currently. Like the last time we got it, we got like a weird one that I didn't really care about. Trading post, the last time I picked it, I did not go back after finding items. So let's just get that one, and I'm gonna look inside so briefly. I don't think that there is... Okay, I'm gonna go in, actually. Just to see what's inside. This is just lantern I can't pick up. That's fine though. I can't actually shop until I have items, which is like the whole thing. Also, like, we had like something about contraptions, now that we are thinking about items. And we've never made a contraption, right? We've only found like that room once, for example. There's like so much missing. There are many mechanics I've not even interacted with, and I have no idea what to do about those. And this is just like one of them. So I am very curious where the game is going to lead me in the near future. And I'm really looking forward to it. Like, for now, I'm just going to continue like I did before, but I could see myself whenever I have like a run where I feel like it's not really interesting, I'm not really finding anything, I might actually cut out massive parts in the near future and maybe add together like multiple days. I don't know yet. This is like one of the theories that I'm having. For now, I really enjoy the chance to just like think for myself, take pauses whenever I want to. By pause, I mean like a break, obviously, instead of streaming this and being live all the time, for example. Huh. A new shop? Mount Holly gift shop. Okay. That's blue tents. I mean, tents fit for a prince. Sturdy construction, steel stakes, and scouting rope included. Base size 6 foot by 8 foot, I think. And 40 inches high. Is that how you measure stuff? I think so, right? Because they look slightly different. I don't know. I am not someone who is versed with Imperial units. Okay. Mount Hardy gift shop. Thanks for visiting. A permanent addition to walk-in closet. The dining room? Wait. It just looks nice. Okay, this is just an addition for that one. The lunchbox, the permanent addition to the dining room. When you reach rank 5 with lunchbox, gain half of your dinner steps. Okay. Okay, just so I understand this right. This is going to be an item that's like permanently added to the dining room. And if I pick that one up, then I'm getting half the stuff if I reach rank 5. And then I can get like the full steps again if I reach rank 8 or something like that. Swim trunks, permanently added to the pool. A pair of trunks is always handy for swimming. Just be sure to bring some keys. Oh, the swimboat is on there. I was so sure that there was something in the pool still, because we can change stuff. The Richie Blocks console edition coming soon. Okay, this is why it's question mark. This is probably like a later update in one of the future patches, to my understanding. Swimbird plushie unlock dare mode. Permanent addition to the master bedroom. We have not seen the master bedroom, right? This is the one that I'm assuming is going to be Herbert's. The blue tents, a permanent addition to the campsite. Blue tents can only be purchased after you have proven your merit as a scout by obtaining 8 trophies in your trophy room. Okay. That's probably just something neat. Curse coffers. The permanent addition to the shrine. None would dare to open it. I wouldn't dare. The shrine has not been the best situation for us. Oh, the Red Prince. Neat. All the items here. Oh, that's actually really cool. I reached room 46. How nice. Okay, this is really cool that there's actually more content that we can now access now that we've played through the game. I'm guessing this is probably how this is going to work out. I'm taking the library because... Yeah, if I'm taking the library, I can still get the reading nook. This is the way we are doing it, right? I was for some reason thinking we were taking the nook, and then we could go up here and then up there, like over there, and then we already had like a pathway there, so it doesn't actually matter that much. Still taking the library. I love the library. The library is great. Can I read something? No. Okay, then let's see. What do we need? We had the history. We had Swimbird. We skipped over the fixed stars. We also have the Sightseer's Guide, which is more important. I'm gonna take the fixed stars. I wanna figure out what the stars are even for. Maybe they're going to help me later on with like or like something's going to help me with the paintings, because obviously I am still missing a few letters, and this is quite something. Let's see inside of here. Inheritance after 20 hours. To be fair, I want to say it took me 20 hours, but I also had like a good chunk of AFK time there, like at least 2 hours where I was just standing outside. So like, let's say 18 hours of playtime-ish, maybe 18 and a half that it took me to reach that room. I'm just gonna ignore like all the time I spent outside just waiting for the day to end, which never happened. But still, right, like I enjoyed my time, and obviously I didn't just go for this room. I don't even know if this is like fast or particularly slow. First claim. 3 checked items. Yeah, the basement key, the car keys, and the silver key. I do tend to do that. My favorite floor plans. The conference room, yeah, I'm getting that one a lot, but it's also not like a common one. Most time spent in, yeah, library, entrance hall, security. I'm impressed that security I've spent more time in than in library. Because, like, I have read quite some time in the library. Was I just AFK in the security ones? Maybe? Entrance hall? Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Most paid for the passageway. Yeah, I mean, the passage... Okay. Passageway is 2 gems, so I have drawn this one 9 times, while the security is 1. I actually draw the commissary more often than the security. That's actually interesting. Most drafted then parlor pantry. That makes sense, yeah, I can see that. Contraptions we have not made. This is the new one, which is the original one that we had in the letter in the beginning. I just realized, you can soft lock yourself out of this stamp. If you finish the game and not scan it before you do, then the letter's gone. And I think there was like another one, right? Rotunda, yeah, we have never used that one. Laboratory makes sense, and furnace as well. Highest grade 1, yeah, this is still where we are right now. It's quite interesting. Like, I still want to get like Rotunda, and I also want like the other mechanical rooms. It's just like, normally I just didn't see the reason for it, and I tried to reach a place. The cool thing is, now that we don't need to reach the 10th rank anymore, I can just pick whatever I want. That's like kind of freeing. Also, these books are still empty, and I am kind of irritated by that. I know that it sounds like weird that I'm irritated by empty books, but why are they outside if they are empty? And it looks like it's like in the middle of the book as well, right? Like if you look at both sides, there are definitely multiple pages. So it just doesn't really make sense. Anyway. Showroom? Ooh. The ballroom is actually interesting. We have seen the ballroom once before. Luxury items for sale. I don't have money, but ballroom getting 2 gems every time I enter. Sounds amazing. It's also a hallway. Entering 2 gems. What can we see? Clara and Simon. Ooh. This is in 1952. Huh. Wait a second. I need to look into the family tree, right? This is just... Yeah, Clara Epson. Yeah. Makes sense. The union of those 2 families. And piano? Can I play? More of the... Oh! Under the stars the dance is held, and to the floor we are compelled. The R is written in bold letters. There's always a word that is written in bold letters in my... like in these notes. Let me quickly find them in my notes. Like my note page, right? Like I have my physical notes, and it's like And even the compressed version of my notes takes up like 5 or so pages in my physical form, and I also have like pages upon pages of like digital notes. And it's getting kind of crazy at the moment. I need to sort them. Maybe I should, instead of just having a text file, I should probably get like a rich text file where I have like chapters, because that would make this a lot easier soon. Okay, where do I have my notes? The pages. Okay, this is page 6. I'm gonna write the whole thing down later, but I'm gonna say the bold word is because all of them have like a bold word. Like on the 5th one we have sheets, and on the 8th one we have message. And like next to the, like this was in the room where we could build the contraption. Was it a workshop? There was like a rock with an L on it. I also had that one in my notes. Anyway, and to the floor are compelled. The gowns glide on and music swells, and at the end the clock strikes 12, and that means only time can tell. Two remain for one last dance, and spin again around clock hands. Okay, this is written in American accent actually, right? It's dance instead of like it should be dance instead of dance, because otherwise it doesn't rhyme with hands. And as they turn, a second chance, or chance, I guess. Chance? Chance. It has to be chance because it has to rhyme with sands. To rise above the falling sands. The true time lost in past romance. Okay. It's like I always think that this is British, mainly because we have like royal titles and stuff. Even though like the region we are in seems to be fantastic. I hope I'm not like unaware of any sort of like, especially if it were like European countries with those names, right? Like I feel like this is probably fiction in that sense. Again, I'm gonna write down all of this later, but true. Sheets are true. Wait. We have 5, 6, and 7. They say sheets are true message. Okay. There's going to be a true message in the sheets. I just have to find the first 4. Well, that's interesting. Ballroom also. The curtains are all closed. We can't even look outside. We still can't ring. We are too young. Oh no. I guess this is it then. I mean, this is a great room still. I like finding out new things. Drawing room? Yeah, drawing room. And I'm gonna do the thing. I'm going to waste a step. Or 2, I guess, and get another gem. It's nice to have like basically infinite gems at this point. Okay, and this time we came from the left side, obviously. Let's see, can we see something in the garden? Not really, it's just a path that's going through here. And if we find the garage, which by the way we can power up, that should be interesting. Will I take the garage here if I get it early? I can redraw. I want the garage actually for 3 keys, and in case I can power it later on. But I don't really... Do I need it here? I can always get it like later on this row. Let's redraw. I want to actually find more new rooms in general. I'm gonna take the dining room here. Just in case I need the steps later on. And also it's free. Reading nook. Actually, a reading nook would... The question is, which way would the... Which way would the library turn? Probably the wrong way, so I'm gonna redraw. Right, it would probably lead us into this... It doesn't actually matter because we have like 2 connections anyway. I'm gonna keep the reading nook for later. I like the reading nook, it's great. The observatory. We should visit the observatory more often. We are at 7-ish stars, I think. Let's see what's the next one. We had the farmer's apple. The next one would be the key with 8. Do I want that? Do I just want to take the storeroom? We have like multiple options to go on anyway, so I'm gonna take the storeroom. I feel like dead-end rooms in this situation wouldn't be too bad, and also just getting some items isn't too bad either. Right. And also we have like more gems now. Let's just continue through the dining room, which obviously is closed up, right? Like what can we get today? We can actually check what we are getting today, right? Until I go into the kitchen, was it? Huh. Let's see what can he... Okay. This is actually interesting. The Mechanarium has one door for each of these rooms in your house. But I'm guessing it counts when I'm drafting it, right? So I probably don't want to draft it now, because that means it only has one door currently. Because it's the only mechanic door, basically. Do I want a code check? Just to have it in case I... No, wait, I would need that one if I get the outside room again. I need the tomb. This is why I keep the basement key. Should I just take the den then? Yeah, the den then. Taking the den then. Let's see what else is in here. Is there a trunk? No. Okay. Do we continue further inside or do we continue further north? I feel like we should continue further north. I did use the drawing room, yeah, completely. Nursery to have it early? I mean, yeah, we should definitely use the gems, because if we return through the ballroom, we don't really want to waste any. I feel like the nursery is fine, right? Get some steps in. Is there something else inside of here? Some money? Neat. Right, and this is the interesting thing about the nursery, right? Like, this is the thing that always confused me, because if I look at the nursery, it talks about how, yeah, we vividly remember from the visits from our youth. We were in here, and there was also talk about like twin cribs. Might suggest that at some point in time there had been some hopeful expectations of sudden growth in the family tree, which is why I was like so confused all the time, because I originally thought we had like a brother, but like when I was waiting for so long, this was like the first time where I was like so confused about that. Obviously we now know that the bunk bedroom isn't our bedroom, it's the one of our grandfather and our great uncle. And this one was always so confusing to me, because they're like two beds, but like one of them was never used. Right, and it's like, I feel like I mentioned this in like one of the recent episodes where, or like last episode, I just was so confused about it. Also, is the Red Prince now... Okay, this is actually a comment I want to make about Red Prince. Yeah, this is like actually a comment I made about the Bluebird first, and it was, the story felt incomplete. This one feels more complete than the other one, right? The whole meta-narrative. But there was definitely something missing, right? Even though we weren't aware of it, or I at least wasn't aware of the fact, which was like basically the pages or like the text that was missing was told to us once we reached the last rank, which is interesting. Which also might mean, and I want to say it like kind of implies it, but maybe I'm wrong about that, right? Maybe I'm reading too much into it. It might mean that the blue bird, or like the... wasn't Bluebird, it was Swimbird. That Swimbird also has like some pages missing, basically, and we might be able to figure out, like, or find those later on as well. I'm guessing they're just going to be about like maybe the Swimbird, you know, dares to follow his dreams again and is happier again or something like that, right? Because again, I feel like there should be some sort of more positive message in that book. Right, like I know what the message is supposed to be, but I feel like if you're reading something like that to like a 3 or 4 year old, it might not, you know, be that obvious to them. Security? I love security. We can't really take the freezer currently. We could use this later on. No, security is fine. And again, we can just get like 2 gems all the time. Oh, I guess the third one just inside of here. Well, it's the same layout that we had last time with the security door on one of the sides. Okay. Let's log in. We still have to do like a lot of other stuff, because we have like the... I want to say... It's not Blackwater, it's Blackbridge thingy, where we can connect to another one. We have to still find the lab and power that one up, and then use the weird experiment there to open all the doors. Stuff like that. Set inventory, we didn't miss anything. I do like doing that every once in a while. Okay, first of all, set security level. I'm gonna set it low so we don't find as many cards. But we can already say offline mode is unlocked. Once we find the other room, we obviously can change it to like a higher priority, which means that we are getting more of the security doors later on. Boiler room. It's not even the worst position to be in. And the power source. Are you still powered up though? Or do I need to fix you each time? Or do I need to at least press the button? Because I don't think I can... You seem to be powered up, but I need to reach you from the others. Oh wait, I don't actually. I have the way over here. I completely forgot that this works like that now. Which means we can power. And this is like the thing that I didn't understand last time. There are like multiple power lines going like different directions. Which means if I, for example, power in this direction, then security is going to be powered up. Whatever that might mean. It's probably not that useful. Wait, this direction would help us go further. That doesn't really do anything. Let's activate for now. We can only power one of the directions. We would now have to get, like, for example, the lab over there. Something like it. But now that we've powered this, I don't think, it's at least not in my list of powerable rooms. There's just the garage, the laundry room, the furnace, the pump room. We can technically... Oh, wait. I can just go to the other direction, right? Why am I overcomplicating this? I am going to power this direction, which means that the power is now going this direction, and whatever we find over there is going to be powered. And if there's a power line inside, then it's going to continue with the power, right? Like, for example, you can see doors. If we find something interesting behind that door, we can now switch it over, and it would power that room behind there via security. I'm gonna use the key. Powered archives? It's the only one that does anything here, and also it's 3 rooms, right? I'm not sure if that means it's power. I feel like it just means that there are power wires inside of there, which means that we can continue afterwards, which is why I'm taking that one. The other ones wouldn't allow us to continue. Also, it powers up all the rooms, which is actually kind of nice. There's not even a limit on that. This is locked. Please give me a room that I can use. Locked. Okay, this isn't locked. Music room. Okay, here's the thing. I don't like the furnace room, obviously. I mean, it's scary, but we do know that it's powered. But on the other hand, music room, for 2 gems, we can restore our gems in a moment, gives us a major and a minor key. And we do know that there are, like, to my understanding, 8 major keys, because we had a red page that told us that the green pages are always lies, but because it's a red page, it is probably always the truth, which means that the green ones, like the green one tells the truth, which also means that there should be 8 major keys, if I understand this right. I might be misremembering, by the way, how the exact number, but that means we have only found the secret garden key, the basement key, the silver key, to my understanding, right? Those should be the 3 major keys that we have found until now. There should be a lot more, and we can just get 2 gems in here, right? Ooh, and we've not seen the music room as well. This is just the tag and the tent. Oh wait, it's 10 and tent, right? That's like what I had in my notes. Anything interesting here? Oh. Secret garden key. And the secret garden isn't actually that bad of a room, so I don't actually mind that. 1 and 2. No, 1, 2, 3... Okay, let me open my notes here. My pages. We are probably going to write down like the whole song, but first, here within these first words sung, the key you seek in major tongue, but half the sheets are missing from the 4 you hold, the rest far flung. Oh, it would have been interesting to get this room first. A half note held is quite the pun. Okay, the first one is first. Among the scattered symphony, a message hidden beneath the keys, in bold words sung by you and me, a fractured note, an urgent plea, in bold words sung, I do repeat. So it's first words, the ones of you who oft assume that you alone can solve this tune are likely going to get your due, and all the rage that will ensue while working on the simple clue. I mean, it's a simple one. First, words on white pages lined with melodies to hide the words we've come to seek, and from our choice among all these, we write down one that seems to be the loudest type with ink that bleeds. Oh, the first words on the sheets are true. So find among the white trees. I did not write down the other two yet. Something stones. Good thing that we can look back in just a moment, right? I don't even have to fix that one. I'm not gonna open this door yet, because I want some gems. Also, this room does not contain power, so we have to go like via another way in a moment. Okay. This isn't like the hardest puzzle to solve, but I do like that we found it this way, so I could at least think about it. I always prefer doing it that way, right? Like I prefer to not be told in the beginning and kind of figuring it out, and if I get like a confirmation later on, I just love that, right? It's like the favorite way I... Oh, wait. That was stupid. Wasted stuff. 6-1. Under. Under. And the 7th one is under 2. Okay. I should have written down like the other one. It was something like white trees, something, but like we have like, no, trees under 2 stones. Trees under 2 stones. And I'm gonna repeat the other words. I have to go to the music room again anyway, or like near it. Again, I don't really mind wasting steps. It's not that important now. Especially because like once we reach rank 8 we are getting a lot of steps anyway, so who cares? I mean, I should probably care like at least a little bit. Am I going the right direction? Probably. I always like to forget. Yeah. So we are going over here for now. I'm going to revisit the music room just real quick to write down that message. Just real quick. Okay, it's find among the white... Wait. Find among the white trees under 2 stones. It's the... Yeah, it's... Yeah, was that the first... Let me read it again. First words on the... And then we have... On the sheets are true. Message. Yeah, okay, so this is actually correct. Okay, find among the white trees under 2 stones? The white... Did we have birds outside? I am not quite sure right now. Anyway, let's... For now... There's nothing else we can pick up, right? Before I'm going to hectically return over here. Do I go northwards? Probably, right? Special keys? Maybe there's a secret garden key that's not going to work here. Wait. Yeah, we are definitely... It's definitely not going to work. So let's use a regular key, get something that's connected. Weight room? Nah. Archive one. Whatever it is. Okay, this is the furnace. Why is the furnace powered? What does that do? I guess we are finding more keys? It's just a regular key though. Okay, so it's not actually that impressive. Let me write that down on my page. You know, it's actually funny that I have that one as physical notes and not on the other one. The furnace gives a key, but it's a regular key apparently. That also means that we are getting more red rooms, and also we can't actually see most of the rooms. It's interesting. The question is, does that mean that happens every single time now? Huh. Either way, let's go south from here, just because again we are having power lines going through here. This one costs 2, but it also is powered, which is why I like this one. This one's confidential, but I don't care. Let's do that. And then let's oh, neat. Magnifying glass. And we can, if I don't forget, we're going to go to the beginning again. You know what? I'm gonna do that in this return trip, because I want more gems. I need 2 gems again. The 2 gems are going to help us a lot, which is why I want them. I'm gonna go back, but I'm also going to go into the entrance hall because otherwise I'm going to forget. Let's be completely honest here. Actually, while I'm going into the entrance hall, let's just explore over here for a little bit. That's fine. I just want to get the stamp on the page here. Right, this is a new one. Nuance. Okay. I want to say it was like a green one. It makes sense that it is a new one. We're also still missing a lot of those envelopes. Right, we found one and apparently there are like 7 out of 8 that we can find. Again, and there's like still the whole thing that somebody's following us, and I don't like that. I don't even know what that means. Why did they have to tell me? Courtyard? Sure. Get... Ooh, sledgehammer. Sledgehammer, 2 gems. We can use all of the gems that we want as long as we don't... you know, I would like to use up all of the gems before returning via the ballroom. So let's just find the most expensive rooms that I can. Kitchen? Yeah, kitchen. Kitchen is great. We can also figure out what we want to have. Ooh! It's the first time that we have the kitchen in the first rank, and look at that window. It's a nice window. Also, look at all the water. The kitchen is like still fully watered up. Okay. The main course served. Stuff wild quail. We need a trophy room. Tomato soup for each red room? How about we continue a few more steps because we are quite likely to find more red rooms thanks to the furnace. Chapel. Yeah, chapel. I know it's going to cost me like a little bit of money, but we should be able to still get something out of this one. Nothing in here. Okay, let's see if I can open something else. Lavatory, just to close it in. Doesn't actually matter because we can reach that room over there anyway, so who cares? And I'm still not sure about the lavatory because I feel like it just doesn't have anything unless I have like items that help us get items. Like the last time we were in here, there were like a bunch of items. So I feel like we just got that because we had like some spread effects or like some... Like, was it a lucky rabbit's foot? Dark room? I mean, we really want all of those red rooms, right? And it also means that it's cheaper to go over there then. You know what? We don't even care. Oh wait, we should actually enter the dark room just in case we want to open it later on. Right. Like to light it up. But we don't have to use it like this. And now that we've found like so many red rooms, and they're also outside of our pool, which is nice, we can get the tomato soup. And it's going to give us 25 steps. Yeah, that's nice. Also some bananas. Look at our steps. This is going to massively help in a moment. And by in a moment, I mean like once we return. But for now, let's just continue onward. Yeah, no, I'm not going to take the weight room. I also don't care about the gym here because we can go over there anyway. So how about just the archived one? Maybe you can find something new? No. Just the storeroom. Okay. Then it's probably time to just return to where we were after we check out this room. And again, I'm just gonna take the archive one. You know, if it's like the locksmith... I mean, it's a bedroom. Is there anything inside of there? No, this is not something we can pick up. Okay. I for some reason thought we might be able to. And we've read that one, the staff note. By the way, we are like on day 19, 20? This is the next day. Okay, we're day 19 though, which means that we don't actually get anything from the commissary anyway. I was thinking about like getting the commissary soon, but I feel like the discount is going to be like in 1 or 2 more days. I have it somewhere on my list, but hey, let's look at that another time. Okay, sad that we kinda wasted our opportunity to spend our gems. So we're going to lose one of them in just a moment. But alas, this is just how it is. We can live with that and it's going to be completely fine, right? I want to go by the passageway and find some interesting stuff, hopefully. I don't actually know if we were to power this one up. This one's not powered, this one might be powerable. So yeah, we can also like worst case disable the power to reach like this room over there. Which would be sad that we would have to give up on our power, but hey, that's going to be fine. Okay, over here. We have 3 ways to go. And like the blockage here, there isn't like a secret room where I can spin something around anymore, right? Not like with the foundation. Like, I was so lucky that I just picked that room there. I'm gonna be completely honest. I had no idea how to continue anyway. Okay, how about we start with you? Archive problem is nothing is powerable, so it doesn't actually matter. This one would give us some steps, but we don't care about steps. We could take the gym to have it out of our floor plan, so I'm just gonna take the archive one. Ah, bedroom. This might actually be almost the end of the day, now that I think about it, because we don't actually have like that many rooms to check anymore. And we have the music room. We can't forget about that one. Assuming that I have a key left over. Okay, here's the thing. This one has power, and I don't want to get it later on anyway, so yeah. Just to get like the last room. Who cares about our steps, right? We have like enough to go through our day. Because again, we're kind of locked in anyway, so who cares? And the lab. And it's powered. And this is kind of what we want here, right? Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Because we can unlock all the doors now. If I understand this right. This one's not powered right now, but we do kind of remember what we have to do. But first, let's check out the experiment of today. Experiment setup. Continue with the experiment. Each time you get an apple, gain 1 key, 1 gem randomly, okay. Each time you unlock a bypass a security door. 10 steps whenever you draft a shop room. 3 aquariums. Aren't aquariums also technically shop rooms? Can you just get like infinite amount of those rooms? You know what? Sure, why not? Just combine like all the aquariums. The rest isn't actually that interesting. Start the experiment, okay. Now let's return to my notes. I have in my notes somewhere what I have to do. Oh, is this the... Wait. Actually ripped off like a lot of my notes already because I needed to kind of figure out what's going on. Push 3 up after 9. Okay. Good thing that I have like my old notes here. I just, you know, I thought like all of these notes, I don't really need them anymore. Look at all these pages, right? Like this game really, oh wait, this is actually partially not all blueprints, it's actually for some other games. But still, there are like a lot of notes here. And I just think it's really impressive. Anyway, like the reason why I'm so excited about this is, I can power up this experiment now. Wait, push 3 up after 9. Okay, so I'm pushing up 9. And then 3. This is going to power up the experiment again. And this is probably going to increase radiation. And this is like kind of what I'm talking about when it comes to the other effect. Because we have the Black Bridge stuff where we can log into network. Swan song. You can also check if we can technically connect to the security. No, wait, we interact with security, so it doesn't actually matter. But we didn't connect to the network, so I can actually check if I can still remote terminal access. View active terminals. Yeah, it's online, okay. But we can take the shelter. Yes, we're going to use the Blackbridge connection. Because now we can check for radiation and maybe open all the doors. The bomb shelter, radiation monitor, take measurement. No? Huh? Dedicated to house grounds. These dedications are often spiked by the experiments conducted in Montoli's laboratory. Oh, wait. Maybe I misunderstood how this works. Maybe I have to trigger the experiment multiple times. That means that this day could be the perfect day for that, because if I can pick up the aquarium like dozens of times, then it wouldn't be too bad actually. Do I want to open the boiler room for now? That might actually be a plan. How do I rewire that? I need to get... Okay, so here's the issue that I'm currently seeing when it comes to that stuff. Because obviously we can only power parts of this whole stuff. But maybe now that the power's already running, what happens if I spin you around? Does the power stop? It doesn't. Can I open this door? But I would need to activate the elevator first. Huh. Okay, how am I doing this? I need to connect you and you. No, is it this one? I thought it was the red box. Wait. I need to connect. Oh wait, this connection doesn't work like that. Yeah. How do I activate the bridge again? Oh wait, I need to obviously spin the power around here again. It's like part of the issue. Wait a second, can I? If I rotate you again a few more times, now that it's active, I don't actually know if that's going to be an issue, but if I turn you like this, you're opening that one, but you are actually not the connection. Oh no, I need this one. Okay. That's actually not an issue though, if I am smart about this, because this obviously closes that door again. That's not an issue though. I just want to go up here. I want to take the elevator down. Can I do that currently, or are you not powered? You're currently not powered. But if I spin you over like this, and you're still active, if I spin you to the right side, then you should be... No, wait. Where are you going? Oh, you opened the door. Okay, it was actually easier than I thought. Now that it's powered, I don't actually have to solve the puzzle anymore. That's nice. This one, nothing is actually connected to power. That's sad. Huh. It's actually really sad. Do I care about... Oh wait, I need the pump. Oh, I'm so stupid. I tried to get the pump room, but obviously I can't get the pump room if it's not in my pool. Gonna take the... Am I just taking the archives one? Am I still going to take the pool? If I get the locker room, I'm getting a lot of keys. So I'm gonna take the pool. Even though it was like really stupid the way I did it. I still don't really know what this is doing. Wait, is he smoking? Does this have to do with like the smoking? But I still don't... Is it, like, I'm guessing it's just an orchard, but I don't know what exactly. Is it a square? This is like one of the few letters that I have not figured out actually, which really bothers me because I have no idea what this is supposed to be. This is supposed to be like a square Earth, by the way. Kind of looks like it could like represent like some continents if you like really fold it all together. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here, and I have like no idea what this is supposed to be. Right? Like I didn't actually notice this thing last time. Is he even smoking? Oh yeah, wait, it looks like kind of weird. I thought the line would continue like this, but he's actually holding it between like those two fingers. It makes more sense. I was kind of confused because you wouldn't really hold like a cigarette like that. I think. I'm not really a smoker, so I can't really talk about that. I'm just guesstimating. Anyway, we have 23 steps. Is it worth it to go back? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Would be like half of our steps. I feel like it's worth it though, because we might need those gems. So I'm gonna do that. Do we get anything out of powering this direction? No, because we can just power the passageway. And the archives, the first, the music room does not have power? Does it? Does it have power? I don't actually know. Worst case, I'm just flipping this for nothing. Okay. I don't know if I want to keep this one... I can just leave it like that. Like, worst case, I can... Oh, wait, I'm still gonna spin it back. Worst case... Oh, wait, I need to keep this one open. I just want to remember for next time, but I can just solve this puzzle now that I know how to do it. Oh yeah, this is obviously open because we came from the other side. That makes sense. Okay. I was kind of confused there for a second. Anything else I'm missing? Oh yeah, I still have no idea what like this plant is supposed to be. we still need to get like a few ranks further north, so I'm getting like more steps afterwards. But again, like I feel like it's just really worth it to go into the ballroom to get 2 gems. 2 gems might save the run at some point. I don't know. Might also ruin it because I just, you know, went over here. By the way, we picked the weight room already, yeah. So I'm actually not that worried about it anymore. That obviously explains why I have like so few steps. The question is, do we want to go via the pool or the music room? I would say, because we have the secret garden key, we should go via the pool, because it brings us further west. Assuming that I even need a key here. Secret passage? Archive floor plan with a gem requirement? Corridors always left unlocked. It would bring us to the foundation if we get like anything else over there. Nah, archive one. I'm gonna risk it. Oh. It was a stupid risk, but it's not the worst thing. Oh, wait. 3 or 4? That's another one. Which one did we have last? We had 2, 3, 3, right? If I see this right. So yeah, there's a vault key. There's another one. There are multiple vault keys. Okay, so I need to reach the vault now. Which is annoying because I did not get the code check, right? And I would have to trade it in. Or I need to reach the vault. Oh, I hate this. I hate this so much. The issue obviously being that I would have to reach the antechamber again if I get the tomb. Why is this game having... Yeah, why do I have to make choices? This is like what I wanted to say. Also, is there like new stuff in here now? Marigold, no, missing. The priceless jewels are stolen. Yeah, this is like the whole thing that she was kind of implicated in. Somehow. And which is also probably why she left? Maybe? Okay, use a regular key. I'm not gonna take the sauna. This one's also a blocker, so I'm gonna take the random one. Might be the end. It's the end. Nothing else in here? Okay. And this is also, like, originally I was confused by, like, the combination. This is just the connection of, like, the 2 houses, right? The Sinclair family and the Epson family. They are just connected. Like, you could see that one on, like, all the banners and stuff. Also, I have, like, no connection for those 2, by the way. Like, absolutely no idea how they are connected. But anyway, I am done with the day, I guess. I have like 5 more steps. I can't even make it outside. 1, 2, 3. I can't even go over there. There's like no shortcut. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is kind of it then. I guess so. We have the vault key, but it doesn't do anything for us without the vault, huh? I guess this is it for today. We have figured out more stuff. Next time I want to explore the outside to look at certain trees. If I can find white trees. Where's what you find white trees? But it's also nice to see that the boiler room works like that. Right, that is basically solved now that we have done. I am going to close the door again. I'm just gonna do it because I'm not sure how this is going to interact like next time, and it's probably safer to just leave it on the power level so I can just go over. It's probably not an issue because as long as I'm coming from that direction or like that door, it doesn't actually matter, and you can't actually come from that door because it's locked, right? So I am probably overthinking this. I'm just gonna reset it though. Anything else I can do in here? We had not triggered any effects, right? Like if I... wait a second, log into network. I'm just gonna try it again. If anything changed. Like if anything changed, then that might be some hint. But again, like we didn't actually trigger the experiment, so I don't actually think that anything is going to happen here. Also, we could check the glossary just briefly. Okay, there's at least one thing missing. 2. There are 2 things we don't know about. Something between P and R and something in the beginning. Between a bedroom and a blessing. Don't even know what it would be, so I'm just gonna ignore that one. Remote terminal access, radioactive terminals. The shelter's offline again. You may only connect to one offline terminal each day. Huh? But I already did that one. I thought it would just become online afterwards. Right? Like, take measurement. It's probably going to be exactly as slow as before. Yeah. Wait a second. Radiation monitor again. We have to get a level of 12 of those units. Maybe you have like 12 triggers or something like that? Okay, now I'm still kind of confused by the bomb shelter thing, because we have connected to it. And what happens now? Like, we stopped again, we went out. Because I kind of need to figure out the mechanic, because if I can only log in per terminal like once to that terminal, then that's going to be an issue. If I'm experimenting too much, and I might actually have to take the shelter properly. More terminal access, yeah. Few active ones. Shelter. Currently offline. You may only connect to one offline terminal each day. Huh? Office? Office. Okay. It still tells me that it's offline, but I can actually select it. Okay. That's the difference. Okay. I was worried about that. So I can connect to the shelter as many times as I want, as long as I've done the connection. It just doesn't tell me that it's online now. That's interesting. Okay. I'm guessing we still haven't got... Wait. I should actually check mail while we're at it. So I know we can't actually access mail. It should all be routed via the office, if I understand this right. Because nothing should have changed. But maybe we've gotten like a service email that just works? Electronic mail. Yeah, okay. Now I know it for next time. Next time I'm gonna check. Maybe they have left me a note now that I have, you know, inherited the estate. The interesting thing is actually, we've inherited the estate. Nobody's working here anymore. But technically they're still employed, right? Like a lot of people were just on break. To my understanding, we have inherited the whole thing. Does that mean that technically somebody should be here now? I don't actually know. Anyway, music room vault. This is probably... We've seen this... No, have we? I thought this was like one of the draft... Which one did we see that we could have drafted? Was it trophy room? I don't think that doesn't really look like a trophy room if it is. What? Thick? What are they talking about there? Can't really make out the letters over there. Okay, security cameras, office. I'm trying to see if there's like anything new that I can kind of recognize. Isn't that the music room again? Do you have like two perspectives on there? Didn't I see the music room over here somewhere? No, wait, this is the ballroom. And this is the music room, okay. That's the vault again. We have the vault twice. Huh. The wines. Yeah, I feel like we've seen almost all the rooms except for this one and this one. Yeah, it's just interesting that the vault is on there twice in like the same perspective as well. But I guess that needs more security. I guess so. Well then, I guess we're taking our last step then. And where else to than the den? Ah, yes, time to rest. Use all your steps. Yes. The house might be a little bit different tomorrow. Let's see what it's going to tell me. Outer room trading post. The Scarlet Villa. That's the first time we've gotten this one. 7 red rooms, 7 out of 8. Which one was the one that we didn't take? We didn't take the gym. 104 steps taken, 6 items found, rank 6 reached. Total rooms 30. 3 new rooms. We had the gift shop, we had the ballroom, and we had the music room, which has helped us, right? Tremendously. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope you're looking forward to more exploration, because I am sitting on hot coals. I want to record more stuff. And I might still have like a few episodes uploaded, but I'm going to be recording in bulk again, like whenever I get the opportunity, just because I love this game, right? Like, I just waited for so long to return to it, to be so surprised by its ending. And again, I feel like this is not the complete ending. I feel like there's still something missing, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a true ending once you figured out like all the other puzzles, because there are like so many pieces still missing, and like I have still pages and pages of questions that we have to figure out, and like puzzles that we've seen. We need to trigger this effect at least once, that we can open like all the doors, which might be really, really effective. I don't know if it's just going to be like all the active rooms currently, or like all the rooms in the estate in total, right? Where you could just run through everything without using any key card or any keys in general. Would be interesting to see. Anyway, I hope you're looking forward to more episodes. For now, again, I'm going to continue like this, and whenever there's like a run when like absolutely nothing happens, I'm probably going to be cutting everything kind of together. I'm expecting more runs in the future to be like kind of nothing runs where I'm just retreading all steps. But as long as that doesn't happen, you're probably just going to hear me yap for like an hour or so. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. Have a good one, and bye-bye.